Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 17.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Mattison.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 86 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
tackle made at the 30.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 66 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Madison. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New
Alexander Mattison, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So it doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if, indeed, they do need to rest a few people.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's complete, right around the 8.
Complete to number 8.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 8-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's 3rd down.
Michael Thomas, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Madison. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man here. Sims complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. To roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. From the gun, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And Madison hit, and the ball pops free.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second and 11 now.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Third and
Jackson from the shotgun. And right with it here over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Joe Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
At the 31-yard line.
Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Here's Madison, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to Darren Waller.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That's caught by Waller out left side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Well, partner, I'd say the defensive coordinator got an answer to the question you know we had to ask at halftime. How will they come out here in the second half? They're not going to sit on the lead. They're going to throw it. If you give them the opportunity, he may have to rethink his strategy.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. David Montgomery, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10. At their own 29.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Now Jackson on first down, and that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Complete. Marshawn Lattimore there, defensive.
Throwing again. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. That catch good for only a couple.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
On first down, Haywood. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jackson's going to keep it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Alexander
4 yards the pickup, first down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Alexander.
To number 80.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Draw play, Madison, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Breaks through the contact. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. It's caught inside the 25. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pick at the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
38. Saints 21.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Sims. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
36-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson now. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
48. Saints 21.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first
back to throw here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
From the contact. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Oh, he stays up. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
A loss of 13 yards. It's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Tonight,
well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.